Good morning to you all. It is a Thursday, and look at that. We got the white stuff falling here at Girard right now. It is, the flakes are big, but they are widely scattered. There's a lot of space in between. So even though it looks pretty good snow, it's not really accumulating a whole lot. Route 20 here in Girard, not looking too badly here. Let's check out some of the other areas and let's see where that snow is falling. You can see here on the bay front here, a lot of ice on the bay front now. Hopefully it's getting thick. I, again, haven't heard anything about ice thickness, but not too bad here. Just a couple of flakes here on the bay front. That's our Dias out on weather cam, U.S. netting weather cam. Here's St. Peter's. Here's 10th, 11th, 12th Street. You can see again some flakes of snow, not causing too many problems here. Heading out south at Edinburgh, excuse me. We have some, again, light snowflakes here, but nothing serious out toward Meadville. Actually had some pretty good snow bands earlier, but right now this is Tops. It's the Tops shop, Tops grocery store. I'll get it right. And a couple of snow showers. And let's go to Conneaut Lake and see just how widespread this is. Again, some light snowflakes. So overall, not too bad here. I'm just going to move Conneaut Lake. I haven't moved it in a while here. I know the guys at the firehouse say, hey, can we have a little bit of a different look here? So we're going to zoom out all the way, and we're going to go out over the lake. They like to see the long axis of the lake. And there you can see at least one person doing some ice fishing. And, so again, but the birds like the slip area where, of course, they can swim around and have some fun there. So be careful out on the ice. Looks like it's thick enough to hold that person. But as always, use extreme caution if you plan on walking on the bay and the lake for the day. So let's go back to our storm tracker here, pop it up here, put into view. And you can see a lot of blue here, some darker blues. A lot of times, usually when we see that, we're like, oh, good, those are pretty good bands of snow here. First of all, that one problem is here. This is what's called a composite. And I'm guessing here that if let me see if whoops, try it again here. Okay, that didn't do quite what I thought it was going to do. Nope, that didn't help at all. Okay, sometimes, because we have Cleveland, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh on here, sometimes they kind of look, they kind of come together and it actually looks a little discombobulated, but this is fairly accurate. Usually we see blue, dark blue means some steady snow, but when snowflakes are large, just like raindrops, sometimes, especially in the summertime when it's really humid, you'll get, these showers or storms, and the drops are huge. And you look on the radar, it's like, wow, they're getting pummeled, when in fact they're just these big drops of rain that, pounding and really don't cause a whole lot of problems. Same here in this case. You saw the picture there in Girard. They're big flakes, but they're widely scattered. So they're not as ominous. It's not as bad as what it looks like here. But as we spread the picture out, we find that we have bands here out toward Cleveland that's still heading our way. And, due to the fact that this will fall for a while, eventually we are going to see, some of those bands accumulate. Not a lot of accumulation, because what's also going to happen is the temperatures are going to go up. And here are the local temperatures now. Remember the sub-zero temperatures? Well, we got teens to lower 20s for now. And let's spread the picture out a bit here. And we have cold temperatures throughout the area, but milder air is going to be coming up from the south. And that means that we are going to see some end of that. Oh, here come a couple of guys, a couple other people out there doing some ice fishing. I don't know if they're guys or gals. I don't know for sure. And I don't want to zoom in. We want to, have them have their privacy here. So, hope have some fun. But anyway, we're looking at those snow showers that will pick up just a little bit for the day, and they won't accumulate a lot, but as those temperatures start to rise, we'll see the snow become more sleety. Now, we see here that it's going to be mainly snow as we head on into the afternoon. It's a smaller flake snow, so accumulations maybe a couple of inches here, but it's smaller, it's rounder, kind of like what happened on Tuesday, where probably not as much snow as what we had, but it will be slippery if the roads aren't treated. So be wary for that. That trend will continue. Looks like it does taper off in the evening, but I'm not sure about that timing. The later on in the evening, again, we'll get some more snow showers, maybe another inch or so before there. You can see the wind shift to the west. We should get a break from a lot of the snow for Friday. Then some lake effect could kick in. Even though the lake is 70% ice covered, there may be enough of a fetch to give us a couple of inches of snow here for Friday night and into Saturday morning before it tapers off. After that, we'll get into a warming trend. So there's the quick and dirty on things here. Let's see who's commenting today. A lot of people coming in. Hey, Dave Kelly, good to see you this morning. David Hupp, hello, good morning to you. And hello to you, Tammy. Hey, Gary, good to see you. We need more snow. Yeah, well, we could use a little more. Well, it looks like they're going to get some here. Hello, Dina. Good to see you this morning. Dean Hepler, snowing out there in Greenville. Yeah, this is not lake effect. This is a larger scale. Bob and Sue out there in Jacksonville. Hello, good to see you. Ginger. Yeah, sorry, Ginger. I know. Hello, Sherry. How are things looking there? DFW, that's Dallas, Fort Worth. Missing the old dining grounds lately here. Winter weather isn't so great here in Texas. Sherry, how much snow do you have? What's your current temp, or what's roughly what your current temp is? How are things looking? I mean, they are just getting hammered out there, and it, and they're just having, of course, you probably if you follow the news, you know that it's been a rough go out that way. Yeah, they're not used to it, but this is a serious situation out there. They're getting extreme cold, even by our standards. Temperatures single digits in central South Texas. That just doesn't happen. 5 to 6 inches of snow. So, Sherry, if you can, let us know. Chatty Cathy out in Youngsville, 20 degrees out there with some light snow, just a dusting. Bob out in Tidioute, little snow, and 21 out that way. Hello, Charlie. Oddly enough, it is snowing. Yeah, incredible there. Hey, Connie out in Sebring, good to see you. 71 out there in Sebring, Florida. Susan Kubiak, good to see you. Susanna Tanner, good to see you as well. Hey, Lori, 19 degrees, steady light snow falling. Talia, hello out there in Centerville. And excuse me. Hey, Becky, steady snow falling. Yes, thank you, Becky. I was gonna, as long as you brought it up there, we did have unfortunate happening here, a sad day in our household, and because this little guy here, we had to put him down. Now he's much younger here. He was about 1 year old, 2 years old there, but this is our cat Milo, and Milo. It's funny, and I know the vast majority of you are have pets and animals, so you're probably used to this. And we got Milo. My daughter was 9, and Danny was 7, and we had him for 13 years. And things are pretty good, but it's interesting because hindsight is 20/20. You're like, oh wow, that's why he was meowing so much, or that's why he looked a little lethargic on this particular day, or that's why he was up chucking, throwing up a lot, and but he was still vibrant. His eyes were clear, and everything was good. Well, it turned out that we just, he really turned for the worse about 2 weeks ago, when he, your dogs cry or your cats cry. He meows a lot, but we know when he's in pain. He had that pain meow, that pain in him, and I'm like, what's wrong? But then he went to his litter box and did his business, and he seemed to be better. And but then about 4 or 5 days ago, he stopped eating, and he didn't eat for a couple of days. So we took him to the vet. Turns out his liver failed. His liver was failing. We didn't get all the tests in, but the numbers, I've talked, a couple of friends of mine are veterinarians, his liver numbers, and I don't know what they were, but they were shocked that he was even alive. And there was really no hope. So we had to put him down yesterday. And, look, I'll be on, I'm not, I mean, I like animals, but I'm not an animal lover. I love the cat. I wasn't super close to him, but the girls were. My daughter had, my wife having a hard time with it. She got quite close. She, animal lover. Even my son, a little bummed out by the loss of the cat. So, but he gave us 13 good years, and love him dearly. And but we did the right thing, because he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking. He was actually fairly fairly mobile, so it was kind of a hard decision. Well, maybe he's recovering, but you knew in your heart that he wasn't, and so we didn't want him to suffer anymore. So, so yeah, Milo up. Whatever you think about the whether pets have spirits, Milo did. I mean, he acted so human-like. So, so Milo again, 13 years old, had some good years with him. And he definitely is going to be missed in our household, no doubt about it here. So let's go back to some forecasting here, and let's throw up the long range and show you that we've got some pretty cold temperatures here. And, thank you very much, Leah, and thank you all. Thank you very much. I see so many of you giving your condolences. We do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I know my wife will appreciate that. And I did post it on my personal, on my work page, excuse me. I always call it my personal one, but it's my work page. It's at 24 Fox 66 with a picture of Milo there. So thank you all for, posting there as well. Will we get another cat? Right now, the answer is no. My wife says, I don't know if I want to get that close to an animal to lose it again. So, my daughter doesn't, my daughter didn't, neither one of the girls want it. They're the ones that probably decided. My son, he doesn't care either way. When he moves out, he'll probably get a dog or something like that. And that's kind of what he wants. And, I can take it or leave it. If they want it, I'll have it. If not, that's fine too. And they may change their mind. It's so close afterwards. So we'll see what happens. Yes, we have some light snow here. Now, Friday, interesting day. For those of you, especially snow belts, Lori, could be an interesting day for you. We could get several inches of snow here. Recall what happened a couple of days ago. We had, a large amount. We had 5-6 inches of snow, but that was more of a northwest flow. The northern part of the lake is more open. This time the wind is more west. So it'll be going over more ice cover than the previous one. So I don't want to say, hey, you're going to get hammered here. But there's some good instability on many levels. And I wouldn't surprise if you got like 2 to 3 inches of snow for Friday night, even here in Erie, perhaps a couple. Saturday, snow ending. And here comes the warm up. Sunday, mid-30s, and we may break 40, something we haven't seen in a long time. I never did check to see when we hit 40 the last time. Excuse me. Temperatures, though, could hit 40 with some rain or snow. Wednesday, not bad, but you can see we're finally, we've been in this chill, and we've been in the chill. We had Arctic cold last night, but it's been, below average, but not super cold. And we're finally going to find the jet stream moving northward here, and they're giving us a little mild temperatures. Not saying it's a permanent move, but for those who've been kind of looking for a little bit of a thaw, we've had our snow mounds have been there pretty much since since mid-January. They'll start to go down a little bit, but won't be so cold where skiers, they'll still be able to make snow at the peaks and the skiing areas, at least at night, for early next week. So it looks like everyone will get in on the action there. Thank you so much. A lot of you posting, some of your stories here. Bill's got that 16-year-old cat. We're hoping Milo could go that far as well. Thank you, Susan, putting on the Chihuahua after 15 years. And many lost. We've had, we had a dog before my wife and I were first married, and Tasha. We did give him away, but he passed away, and she passed away. It is part of life. My brother-in-law, sounds like a lot like some of you. He's had dozens of dogs out in the country there, and he's lost many. It's a part of life, and you do get attached to them, no doubt about it. So again, thank you so much for all of your condolences. And looks like things are going to be a little snowy for today, so be careful as you're going outside. And as always, make sure you get your mask on right now. Put on your mask if you're heading outside for today to protect yourself from others, protect others from you. 54, I think, was the number. No, 62 yesterday. But the numbers are staying, lower. They need to go down even more. So keep it going here. I know you're hearing stories about the vaccine and all the problems, but these things are getting worked out, and they will continue to improve, on a local and a national level. So keep heart, and keep your head up, keep your chin up, smile behind the mask, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. Have yourselves a great day. Hey, it's Friday tomorrow. That's always good. Take care.